Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Rebel Horizons Season 3. Now, what did we do last time? Last time, we built the refinery, which is somewhere behind me to my left, and then we built up the power area and we set up the oil refinery section up at the oil mining section up at the mines. So, with that knowledge, what are we going to do today? Well, I think a lot of you can probably already guesstimate, considering we've been having frame rate issues. And the first thing that's really got to change is this building behind me. As you can see, we have about 30 odd FPS, and I'm not going to lie, it's probably because of all the coke ovens. And don't mean the medicinal stuff that you put up your nose, if you catch my drift. We just have too many of them in one area, and it's combined with other multi-blocks, it's causing an issue. Oh, that's a bit of a freeze. Truth be told, when I originally built this, I didn't think that having this many multi-blocks in one area would have caused a fuss. Go figure, it's a learning experience. But regardless, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to split it. So we have a separate building for the production of coal coke, we have a separate building for the production of steel, and then when it comes to the rails for Immersive Railway, we're going to have them in their own building as well. And as well for anything that's required for making trains, which, I'm going to be quite honest, it'll look more aesthetically pleasing if new trains and carriages come rolling out of a warehouse rather than just building them on the side of a track. So, what are we going to do then for today? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tear down some multi-blocks. Yep, that's right. This is going to be a montage of destruction. Slow destruction. Once again, I have forgotten the destruction catalyst exists. God damn it. Ooh, oh, hello. You're a pretty scary fellow. Please perish. Thank you. Oh, God. Okay, moving on. Right, after a little bit of work, we've managed to clear most of it out, and we've got a general improve of frames, which is pretty good. I've missed a couple of hoppers there from the smelteries. Let me just grab them really quickly. But for the most part, all is pretty much packed up. Now we're just going to have to move to the next phase, and that is allocating areas for building, which I'm going to be honest, that's probably going to be the most difficult part, because this time I'm actually going to have to make sure that I'm adequately spacing the buildings apart so we don't have any more FPS issues when it comes to spacing. Go figure. But anywho, moving on. But first of all, before I do anything, I think it's time for a quick sleep, I reckon. Now, I had pre-designated this area last episode, at least I think it was our last episode. It might have been the episode before, I actually can't remember. But given how close it is to the energy shed, I don't think I'm going to use this for steel manufacturing. Instead, I'll just use this for the rail manufacturing, and then we'll work from there. Given as well that this area is also pretty high in intensity for FPS, given the fact that we have the military barracks here and all of the things that come with a military barracks, like the multiple parked cars, trucks. Ooh. Okay. I might have to come back and explore this, because this seems to have expanded. Why is there mushrooms? Why? What? Why is there mushrooms here? What? Why? Huh? Okay. Clearly he must have eaten something. I don't know. I'm just trying to get a good idea of where I should put things. So because of the density area over there and the fact that there's the gunpowder factory right there, I reckon I won't do it right there. Instead, I'll move it a little bit further up. Then we've got the refinery there. This is for the coal coke as well. You know what? I reckon. If I was to place it somewhere up here, there we are. Get out of the way. Get out of here. You vegetable dinosaur. Right. So what I want to do is like a proper colliery. So I reckon it'll want to be a fair distance away from the main area because obviously it's going to produce a lot of smog and smoke, as industry does. Although I'm going to be honest, I might actually have the steel mill out here as well. Because realistically, the steel mill would need the coal coke. So I reckon we'll have the colliery separated a little bit from the steel mill. Probably like, what, 3-5 chunks? And then we'll have the steel mill right next to it. Well, not right next to it, but we'll have the steel mill adjacent to it. Okay? Alright. I reckon that's the plan. But for now, we've got to fill in this area with dirt. So, another montage incoming. Well, after a little bit of work, we've managed to fill in a fair bit of landfill, and we've created a little bit of a base for the colliery. Now, I'm going to be honest, I think I'm going to focus on this building first, because obviously this building's kind of important to get done first of all, because obviously we're going to need that coal coke, and we're going to need a lot of it. So, what I'm going to do is, obviously we're going to have the chimneys, we're going to have 3 coal coke ovens in each. I was thinking of maybe upping it so there's 2 in each. So it's just, sorry, I just wrote, what did I say? 3 coal coke. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. What the flip? No, thank you. I think not. I think no. I think more than no. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, no. I think not. I think we will not be doing this today. I'm going to go get some sleep. But anyway, as I was saying, 1 coal coke oven in each, and depending on how we do, the production may be amplified by another. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't think we're going to need to do that. And then we're going to have to worry about the production of treated wood, because obviously we need that to make the train tracks. But I have a feeling that'll probably be something for another time, because that'll require us to move the creosote oil from the tanks, which we'll probably have to build a storage tank somewhere, probably somewhere in here. In fact, actually, we could probably make this into one. But regardless, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Let's focus on getting this colliery done, shall we? Oh, hello. Oh, hello there. They seem to be pointing menacingly at me with their very furry eyebrows. Excuse me, but you're on my property. I must ask that you vacate immediately. Do I have my gun on me? No, I don't. Oh, sod it. You're warned! You are warned to vacate the property. Ah, now I got bad omen. Well, good thing I'm not going near a village anytime soon. Or at least I hope not. And like that, I think we've got the main basis of the building covered. But basically, what I ended up doing, we've got the chimneys, which I won't lie, I'm probably going to come back and redo at some point because admittedly I now sort of really don't like them. But we go inside, we even have the garage door, which who knows what I'll do. And we've got the 3 ovens here. At some point, I'm going to make a lovely little loading bay out to the railway. I'm not sure. I might make some fancy loading system. I haven't quite decided as to that yet. But the first things first that will need to be sorted. Also, you may have noticed as well the lovely little FPS counter in the corner there. Since I added these, has gone down to 112. That's yeah. Kind of says a lot how much these multi-blocks are doing to the FPS. But regardless, I'm only going to use 3 of them because I'm going to be quite honest, I don't think I'm going to need more than 3 to be quite fair. So that's what we're going to do. As for the interior of this building, as I said, I'm going to have to take a step back to have a think about what exactly I'm going to do in terms of storage. Going out to the train tracks here, so I'm probably going to take a few minutes, but until then, one thing that we can most definitely do, originally this was supposed to be on that side of the road, however, yeah, I kind of got it the other way around, so yeah, we're going to be extending the road up to here and maybe doing some fencing because yeah, this is meant to be the dingy section of the factory area. So that's what we're going to do for now. Now, I'm looking at the clinker brick wall. Now, you would think that when it came to the construction of any type of building, they would have the same type of brick installed. However, I'm looking at it and I don't like it. I really, really don't like it. Which is a nuisance, but it's just not sitting right with me. I'm probably gonna change this up in a bit, but for now it'll do for what I need it to do. Right, we've sealed the yard up, which is good. Now comes the slightly perturbing bit, and that's setting up a tank to collect the liquids from the creosote tanks. So for that, we're going to need to set up a basic immersive tank. I could make a mechanism tank. I probably should. There's less multi-block issues, but I think it'll be fine for the time being. So let's just get this built really quickly. Hammer. There it is. I had a hammer in my inventory the whole time. I'm blind. And then we're just going to have to pipe it all up, I suppose. I forgot to grab the pipes, didn't I? Yeah, I did. 1 second. Right, now we've got the pipe, let's get connecting, shall we? Now this should be pretty straightforward. Yep. Like I said, pretty straightforward. Don't have to do too much, just gotta connect them up. And make sure they're pulling that as well. Set the wrench. There we go. Also, the grass is spreading really quickly. Good lord. Right, there we go. Now, if we were to go chuck some coal into the furnaces, any creosote, which we're probably going to need very quickly, will convert to... No, that's coal coke. Oh yeah, that's because that's destroyed the... I forgot. Alright, we'll chuck 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, the one thing that I did kind of forget to do, the chimneys. So I'm just going to quickly make some iron chimneys really quickly, just to make it look a little bit neater with the smoke coming out the top of the chimneys and not the base. I thought I had iron blocks in here. Am I blind? Am I blind? Am I blind? Good question. Requires a better answer. Yes, I am. It's right there. How do I make an iron chimney? It's a metal... Whoa. Okay, that's... I don't remember it being that expensive, and I may have just made way too many, but you know what? I don't care. And the funny thing is, you can actually slide down these chimneys like they're a ladder, which is funny, but also really sad if you think about it. Imagine the poor chimney boys you got to chuck down here to clean out the soot. Ugh, no thank you. Oh, nope, that's not right. There we have it. The chimneys are putting out smoke. That is far better looking than what it was before. Lovely stuff. And like that, we are now creating an immense amount of pollution to make some coal coke for our steel industry. But that is, unfortunately, all the time we have for today, of which I do apologize. I know I didn't really get much done. Next episode, we are definitely going to be tackling the steel mill question. It's just a matter of where. Now, I suspect what I'll probably do is it probably will be right behind me, even though I said I probably wasn't going to be doing that. However, I'll probably just space it out. So there's the buildings at least, it's at least 2-3 chunks away, so I can spread out the multi-blocks a bit more. So, until then, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to give the video a like, share the video around, and maybe hit that subscribe button. As always, I've been Cajun Spice. Bye-bye!